Jesus told his followers to bring him a young donkey. And he sat on the young donkey, and he ride the young donkey, and he went to Jerusalem. And then one of his disciples behind him had a palma, and they all threw the clothes at him. Hosanna to the Son of David.
It was the day when they would eat the Passover. When evening came, Jesus was reclining at the table with the 12. While they were eating, Jesus took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take and eat. This is my body." Then he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, saying, "Drink from it, all of you. This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins. I tell you, I will not drink from this fruit of the wine from now on until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom."
So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped the towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. When he has finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes and returned to his place. "Do you understand what I have done for you? That you should do as I have done for you."
Jesus prays in Gethsemane. Then Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane. He said to them, "Sit here while I go over there and pray." He took Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee along with him. He began to be sad and troubled. Then he said to them, "My soul is very sad. I feel close to death. Stay here, keep watch with me." He went a little farther, then he fell with his face to the ground. He prayed, "My Father, if it is possible, take this cup of suffering away from me. But let what you want to be done, not what I want."
received a band of men and officers from the chief priests and Pharisees, come with Peter with lanterns and torches and weapons. Jesus, therefore, knowing all things that should come upon him, went forth and said unto them, Whom seek ye? They answered him, Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus said unto them, I am he. And Judas also, which betrayed him, stood with them. As soon then as he had said unto them, I am he, they went backward and fell to the ground.
Then the governor's soldiers took Jesus into the praetorium and gathered the whole company of soldiers around him. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him, and then twisted together a crown of thorns and set it on his head. They put a staff in his right hand. Then they knelt in front of him and mocked him. Hail, King of the Jews, they said. They spit on him and took the staff and struck him on the head again and again. After they had mocked him, they took off the robe and put his own clothes on him. Then they led him away to crucify him.
They brought Jesus to the place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. Then they offered him wine mixed with myrrh, but he did not take it, and they crucified him. Dividing up his clothes, they cast lots to see what each would get. It was 9 a.m. when they crucified him. The written notice of the charge against him read, The King of the Jews.
And when the 6th hour was come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour. And at the 9th hour Jesus cried out with a loud voice, saying, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which is being interpreted, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And Jesus cried with a loud voice and gave up the ghost. And the veil of the temple was rent twain from top to the bottom. And when the centurion which stood over against him saw that he still cried out and gave up the ghost, he said, Truly this man was the Son of God.
As evening approached, a rich man named Joseph came and asked Pilate for Jesus' body. Joseph took the body and wrapped it in clean cloth. He placed it in his own new tomb that he had cut out of the rock. He rolled a big stone in front of the entrance to the tomb. Then he went away. The enemies of Jesus thought that the disciples might steal his body, so Pilate gave an order to put a royal seal on the stone and placed some guards on duty.
The Sabbath day was now over. It was dawn on the first day of the week. There was a powerful earthquake. An angel of the Lord came down from heaven. The angel went to the tomb. He rolled back the stone and sat on it. His body shone like lightning. His clothes were as white as snow. The guards were so afraid of him that they shook and became like dead men.
After this, Jesus appeared to his disciples for 40 days and taught them more of the kingdom of God. Jesus was taken up to heaven. The apostles watched until a cloud hid him from their sight. Suddenly, 2 men dressed in white clothing stood beside them, told them he had been taken away to heaven, but he will come back in the same way.